Well, we hope you all remember the rules for surviving a horror movie because today we have 2 cocktails for the movie Scream.
So who are you?
Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
You're not scared, are you?
Our first cocktail is movie popcorn in a vodka martini called I'll Be Right Back.
Because you won't be back.
Our second cocktail is a horrifying boozy root beer float. We're calling it Top Story.
So you do watch the show.
A mass killer terrorizes a town of genre-savvy teens who all know the rules of horror movies and still manage to break every single one. It's a slasher film that constantly winks at you while stabbing people, basically asking, "You knew this was coming, why are you still screaming?"
The 2 most important things for a horror movie is the movie popcorn and never saying, "I'll be right back." So,
let's make it.
I'll be right back!
We'll be using brown butter washed vodka, Nixta Elote Liqueur, dry vermouth, and Saline.
in a shaker tin, combine 1.5 ounces brown butter washed vodka, 1.5 ounces Nixta Elote Liqueur, 1/2 ounce dry vermouth, and a dropper of saline. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Strain into a chilled coupe or martini glass. Garnish with a mini Jiffy Pop. And here we have I'll Be Right Back.
Famous last words.
Famous last words.
Don't you know the rules?
Obviously, we have been inspired by movie popcorn.
Are you sure?
But that was bound to happen on this channel at some point, and so we decided to make a popcorn martini. What do you think?
It's a Scream, baby!
The Nixta definitely smooths out the vodka, but also what smooths out the vodka is that we did a brown butter fat wash, which is something new. We hadn't done it before,
Yeah.
and we figured this would be the perfect cocktail to do that for.
Yeah, man.
So with that brown butter vodka, we did equal parts Nixta Elote Liqueur.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula.
It has beautiful corn flavor, lightly sweet, but here we're getting more of those savory notes, and probably because of the brown butter vodka,
Sure.
You're such a little lapdog.
and also probably because of the dry vermouth. It's kind of bringing out those more savory notes, which is really what we wanted in this movie popcorn.
This is standard horror movie stuff.
And just to add some more drama, of course, to this cocktail, we have a mini Jiffy Pop.
And this little garnish is sort of our homage to the opening Drew Barrymore scene where she's popping the Jiffy Pop on her stovetop, and she gets a phone call and doesn't go exactly as
Things
planned.
happen.
Things happen. We won't spoil
it. But turns into a top story.
It does. Kind of like our next cocktail.
But before we make that,
You want to ask me out on a date?
we are going to stop you for just 1 second and ask that you hit that alert bell. That way you can join us every single week for another movie and 2 amazing cocktails. And also hit that like. It really helps us out and we'd really appreciate it.
Okay, on to tonight's top story.
Is that what you're looking for?
For top story, you're going to need fake blood made of corn syrup and super red food dye, Rootbeer Schnapps, Amaretto Liqueur, whipped flavored vodka, vanilla simple syrup, saline, and soda water.
Rim the inside of a Collins glass with corn syrup and red food dye and place in the freezer to set. Place a spear in a separate Collins glass and combine 1.5 ounces of whipped flavored vodka, a 1/2 ounce vanilla simple syrup, and a dropper of saline. Stir until chilled. In the prepared Collins glass, combine 3/4 of an ounce Rootbeer Schnapps and a 1/4 ounce Amaretto. Transfer the mixing spear into the glass and gently top with the cocktail mixture. Lastly, top with soda water. And here we have our top story. So we wanted to go with a root beer float type cocktail because we just kind of figured, that's a fun thing to go along with a movie.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
And also the kind of thing we thought a younger audience, high school students kind of might make while they're watching a movie or when they're drinking, because they're going with sweet, flavory kind of things because they don't know anything about alcohol yet.
What did you say?
And it does taste like root beer float.
Yeah, the whipped vodka really, really helps.
Well, I have no idea.
And of course, it was a fun thing to rim the glass with fake blood running down, and Billy gave us the recipe for that.
corn syrup.
What a fun little cocktail. And thanks to whipped vodka being clear, you were able to get the visual.
We also, we used whipped vodka earlier this year.
Yeah.
And, or last year. It's hard to remember at this point.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
And I also bought a huge bottle of Rootbeer Schnapps. So this gave us a great reason to use that because it's kind of been sitting around for a while.
Motives are incidental.
Right, it's sort of the kind of thing that, again, a young person might raid out of their parents' liquor cabinet, or of course, get someone to pick up for them because
They don't know any better.
No, I don't at all.
Well, it's sweet. It's got
Tasty, it is.
some nice recognizable flavors,
It does.
and it tastes just like a root beer float.
Besides, if it gets too complicated, you lose your target audience.
All right, why don't you bring in I'll Be Right Back?
Oh, well, and here it is.
Yes,
Guess what's back?
top story.
Scream 7. If you can believe it, we have had 7 Scream films. So we thought it would be really fun to revisit the first one, but this new one is coming out, I think, February 27th,
Yes.
around there. And we're getting a lot of the old cast back, right?
Yeah, a lot of the old cast back, with the exception, of course, of Drew Barrymore.
But we are getting Nev Campbell, Matthew Lillard is going to be back, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. They're going to come back as well.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
So it was really fun to go back and revisit this movie. I hadn't seen it for a very long time, but I do remember when I was probably like 12, 13, 14 years old and it was coming out. I remember the preview and that was like really, really fun. I hadn't seen sort of a movie like that.
This isn't a movie.
And then when I saw it, I thought it was, I enjoyed it. Watching it now as an adult, I don't know if I'd say it wouldn't aged as well, but it certainly didn't have the same effect as it did when I was, a teen.
You make me so sick.
Yes, and this is my, surprise, surprise, first time ever seeing this movie, much like everything on this channel. Given new eyes, I was frankly dragging my feet a little bit because I'm not into scary movies.
She's not.
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
I'm a bit of a fraidy cat, and so I was really apprehensive about watching this, but I needed to create cocktails and be able to sit here and talk about it.
Oh, now that's in poor taste.
And it wasn't too bad. Like it wasn't. I mean, it doesn't keep me up at night.
Right. There's some silliness to it, right?
There's enough silliness to it that helps kind of separate the scariness of it all. Just like Nev Campbell's character says,
It's insulting.
Well, for me, when it comes to scary movies, I don't like the supernatural stuff as much, but this was, it was just on the sillier side, like, the killer, like Ghostface, he gets basically punched and he like flies across the room and everything. So I thought that was a little over the top.
You're absolutely right.
But still really fun, really enjoyable, and is some interesting twists and whatnot. And I kind of like that they talk about the rules of horror movies, and then they go and they break literally every rule.
Not in my movie.
So Scream 7 is coming out. February 27th is when it's going to be released, and we have lots of catching up to do.
Yeah, I've only seen Scream 1 and 2, so I'm not that far ahead, but we do have our work cut out for us, but we have 2 amazing cocktails, right?
Yes, come back next week. We'll have another fantastic movie and 2 more amazing cocktails to go with it.
All right, on that note, cheers. We'll be right back.
Be right back.